Today's movie is a request from a viewer who clearly hates me. It's Top Gun, or as it's known on the DVD since the filmmakers don't want to get sued, Wingmen Under Siege. Now you might guess that this is the film that the evil people at the Asylum made to coincide with the release of Top Gun Maverick. You would be right. Only since Top Gun Maverick got delayed, we're stuck with this. I hate Asylum movies, they're bad. I don't need to state that fact because we already know it. But they're bad in such a lazy, cynical, formulaic way. Something like American Scarecrow is bad, but it had a scene where the cameraman's nasal whistle was audible. I've never seen that before. You can at least laugh at something like that and say, what were they thinking, and maybe have a good time with it. With Wingmen Under Siege Top Gunner, you know what they were thinking. They were thinking that they're gonna trick your grandma into thinking that this is the one movie she saw in the 80s that had that beautiful man Val Kilmer in it. There's no point in me watching or reviewing something made so cynically. There's nothing that I could possibly get from this. And as for Top Gun itself, well, it's okay. The aerial dogfights are cool and the soundtrack is one of the best of all time. But I don't care about the story or characters at all. And speaking of Tony Scott movies starring Tom Cruise and feeling the need for speed, they re-released Days of Thunder on physical media recently with new box art that looks a little bit familiar. Now, to make an Asylum picture, you need a kinda sorta not really recognizable name to put on the box, like a Michael Madsen or a Tom Sizemore, or in this case an Eric Roberts, who was and is slated to be in 44 films this year. That's not including shorts or TV shows. You can tell that every role is still a labor of love for Roberts, especially this one, as he spends a lot of his time looking through binoculars, disconnected from the events of the film, and doesn't share the shot with the other actors in certain scenes. He was probably on set for, 2 days maybe? So these Wingmen Top Gunners are part of an elite pilot school and they find themselves needing to help out these secret agent types in protecting a deadly bioweapon from falling into the hands of invading Russian terrorists. It's pretty generic in its plot and the characters are interchangeable. The aerial dogfights aren't even any good with their mixture of bad CGI and incomprehensible editing. If there's one kinda so bad it's good element to all of this, it's that they only had one jet set up to use. And they try to pass it off as 3 different jets in the same scene. You can tell that they're all the same one since they have the same smudge in the corner. Wingmen Academy Top Gunners are the best of the best, but they can't afford Windex. How embarrassing. Overall, this movie was a colossal waste of time, and it made me feel the need to watch something else. 1 out of 10.
Oh, one last thing, kids. I literally just noticed this. I was getting ready to upload the video. They spelled Guardians wrong on the tagline. That's embarrassing.